Months passed after the intense battle between Earth and the alien fleet. Life slowly returned to normal, though now it was different, more thoughtful and careful. Humans and aliens continued their cooperation, rebuilding Earth together and exploring. Peaceful Solutions Commander Alex Harris oversaw the collaboration closely. He felt proud yet cautious, always remembering clearly the price of peace. He regularly visited the memorial dedicated to those who had sacrificed their lives, including Commander Clara Bennett and her brave team. One quiet afternoon, Alex stood near the memorial, silently honoring the fallen heroes. Olivia Grant approached gently, standing beside him quietly for a moment. "They made all this possible," Olivia said softly, her voice filled with respect. "Yes," Alex agreed quietly, looking at Clara's engraved name. "We must never forget their bravery." Nearby, pilot Emma Rogers led a group of young trainees, teaching them important skills. Emma shared her experiences carefully, emphasizing clearly the value of teamwork, bravery, and compassion. "Remember, strength isn't just about power," Emma explained patiently. "True strength comes from courage, kindness, and understanding." The trainees listened intently, inspired by her stories and lessons. Emma hoped they would never face a similar battle, but she wanted them prepared for any challenge. Far from the training grounds, Intelligence Officer Ethan Carter continued gathering vital information, ensuring Earth's safety and fostering trust between humans and aliens. His experiences taught him the importance of clear communication and careful understanding. One evening, a global ceremony took place. Humans and alien representatives gathered to formally sign a historic peace agreement. Alex Harris stood confidently beside the alien leader. Feeling the weight of this significant moment, the alien leader spoke slowly and clearly. "We came as enemies, driven by fear and desperation. Now we stand as friends, united by understanding and trust." Alex stepped forward, addressing the large crowd calmly. "Together, we have turned fear into friendship, conflict into cooperation. This peace is our greatest achievement." The audience applauded warmly, humans and aliens standing side by side, sharing smiles of hope and trust. Olivia and Emma watched proudly, knowing their efforts had contributed significantly to this historic moment. In the months following, Earth and the alien planet exchanged ambassadors, strengthening diplomatic relations further. Educational programs and cultural exchanges flourished, teaching both species about each other's history, traditions, and dreams. Emma continued mentoring young pilots, inspired by their enthusiasm and dedication. She often shared stories of Clara Bennett, ensuring future generations remember clearly the courage and sacrifice necessary for true peace. Olivia Grant and her scientific team continued groundbreaking research. They combined human and alien knowledge, advancing technology and medicine significantly. Diseases once considered incurable became manageable, and environmental problems began improving. Commander Alex Harris often visited different parts of Earth, speaking clearly and openly about peace, unity, and cooperation. His speeches inspired many, reminding everyone that challenges could become opportunities for growth. On a peaceful day, Alex, Olivia, and Emma stood together, looking over a newly rebuilt city bustling with life. Humans and aliens worked side by side, their efforts showing clearly the power of unity. "We did it," Emma said quietly, smiling warmly. "Yes, but our work continues," Olivia added gently. "Peace requires constant care and commitment." Alex nodded in agreement, thoughtful yet hopeful. "We faced great danger and emerged stronger. Now, our responsibility is to preserve what we've built." The three friends stood quietly, reflecting on their incredible journey. They knew clearly that the future held uncertainties, yet their experiences had taught them invaluable lessons of bravery, compassion, and unity. As the sun set beautifully, casting golden light over the peaceful city, Alex felt a deep sense of fulfillment and pride. The struggle had been intense, but humanity had persevered and learned to embrace peace and cooperation. Emma looked upward thoughtfully, her voice soft yet clear. "Do you think others in the universe will hear our story?" Perhaps, Olivia replied. Calmly, maybe they'll learn from our example, choosing peace instead of conflict. Alex smiled softly, feeling hope growing in his heart. Then our story becomes even more valuable, teaching others clearly the importance of understanding and unity. They stood together quietly, watching the stars slowly appear. Each understood clearly that peace wasn't an endpoint, but a continuous journey requiring courage, vigilance, and compassion. And as Earth continued its peaceful path forward, the story of humanity's resilience, courage, and unity spread far across the universe, inspiring countless others to choose understanding over fear, cooperation over conflict, and hope over despair. With the neural hub destroyed, the alien ships drifted helplessly through space, unable to coordinate their attacks. Earth's defense forces swiftly acted, disabling and capturing the enemy vessels one by one. Commander Alex Harris stood in the Emergency Command Center, closely watching the screens that displayed humanity's decisive victory. Pilot Emma Rogers and her squadron continued their work diligently. They carefully approached the disabled alien ships, ensuring none posed further threats. Emma guided her fighter expertly, scanning each vessel for signs of activity. All ships, stay sharp, Emma instructed calmly through the radio. These aliens might still have surprises. Her squadron acknowledged promptly, their voices confident but alert. Emma carefully approached a large alien ship, its sleek surface reflecting the light from Earth's distant sun. She observed closely, noticing unusual activity inside. Commander Harris, we have movement inside one of the ships, Emma reported urgently. Proceed with caution, Alex replied immediately. We need to know their intentions. Emma maneuvered closer, her sensors focused on the alien vessel. Suddenly, a hatch opened, revealing a small escape pod launching swiftly toward Earth. Intercept immediately, Emma ordered sharply, quickly steering her fighter to pursue. The escape pod accelerated rapidly, attempting to evade capture. Emma expertly chased it, her heart pounding with determination. She couldn't allow the aliens to reach Earth unchecked. Prepare tractor beams, Emma instructed her squadron firmly. Lieutenant Jack Fields activated his fighter's tractor beam, quickly locking onto the escape pod. The pod struggled briefly before losing power, coming under. Human control. Excellent work, Emma praised, relief evident in her voice. On Earth, Commander Harris ordered the pod brought directly to a secure facility. Scientists and military officers waited anxiously as the pod landed safely. Olivia Grant stood nearby, her curiosity and caution equally strong. The pod opened slowly, revealing two alien figures stepping cautiously onto Earth's soil. They seemed unarmed, raising their hands slowly, signaling peaceful intentions. Soldiers carefully escorted them into a secure building for questioning. Commander Harris watched from behind reinforced glass as Olivia approached the aliens calmly. She spoke slowly and clearly, her voice gentle but firm. Why did you attack? Our planet? Olivia asked simply. The aliens exchanged glances, then one stepped forward, its voice soft yet clear. Our species was desperate. Our planet is dying. We sought a new home. Why not communicate peacefully? Olivia asked patiently. Fear, the alien admitted quietly. We observed humans as strong, aggressive. We assumed you would attack first. Commander. Harris sighed heavily, understanding the tragic misunderstanding clearly. He activated the speaker, addressing the aliens directly. You chose aggression out of fear, Alex stated clearly but compassionately. Your actions cost many lives. Humans defend themselves, but we also value peace. The alien lowered its head respectfully. We deeply regret the pain caused. We seek only survival. Olivia glanced back at Alex thoughtfully. Commander, perhaps. Cooperation is possible. We can learn from each other. Alex considered her words carefully. The idea of cooperation seemed risky, yet promising. He stepped forward decisively, making his intentions clear. We will offer peace if you share knowledge, Alex proposed firmly. Together, perhaps both our species can find new solutions. The aliens nodded slowly, expressing agreement. We accept your terms. Cooperation will save both our peoples. In the following days, humans and aliens began sharing technology and ideas openly. Scientists like Olivia Grant eagerly exchanged knowledge, discovering remarkable advancements. New medical technologies and cleaner energy sources were rapidly developed, benefiting humanity greatly. Pilot Emma Rogers watched these developments closely, feeling hope and pride. The sacrifices of brave individuals like Commander Clara Bennett had paved the way for this new peaceful path. Commander Alex Harris remained vigilant, ensuring Earth's security while promoting peaceful cooperation. He often reflected on the harsh battle, remembering clearly the courage and sacrifices made. Soon, human and alien teams worked together, rebuilding Earth's damaged cities, using combined knowledge to create stronger, safer communities. Trust gradually grew, overcoming fear and suspicion. On a calm evening, Alex stood looking at the stars, Olivia beside him. They saw Emma and her squadron flying overhead, patrolling peacefully. We faced the greatest challenge and learned something valuable, Alex said softly, thoughtful. Fear led to conflict, but understanding brought peace. Olivia nodded gently, watching the sky. And now we have hope. Humanity grows stronger by learning, adapting, and cooperating. They stood quietly for a long moment, reflecting on their journey. Earth's greatest test had become its greatest lesson, teaching them clearly the importance of bravery, compassion, and unity. Commander Harris knew challenges remained ahead, but he felt prepared. With resilience, courage, and wisdom, humanity was ready to face whatever came next. Commander Clara Bennett sprinted forward, leading her team through the alien ship's dark corridors. Alien soldiers appeared in waves, firing bright energy blasts toward the humans. Clara ducked and moved quickly, her heart pounding fiercely in her chest. "Keep moving," she shouted over the chaos. "The control room is just ahead." Her squad fought bravely, clearing their path steadily. Despite their fierce determination, the number of alien soldiers increased rapidly, pressing hard against their progress. "Commander, they're everywhere," called Officer Ryan Mitchell, shooting back desperately. "We need another plan." Clara's mind raced, quickly analyzing their options. The mission had to succeed. Failure was not an option. She noticed a side corridor leading directly toward the neural hub. It was narrow and less guarded. "This way," Clara ordered decisively. Directing her team down the narrow passage, they moved swiftly, the aliens momentarily losing sight of them. The passage opened into a large room filled with strange equipment. Clara recognized immediately that they'd found the neural hub. "Set the explosives now," Clara instructed urgently. Glancing at Officer Mitchell, Ryan quickly opened his pack, pulling out small but powerful explosive devices. The team hurriedly attached them to critical points within the neural hub. As they worked, alarms continued blaring and footsteps echoed closer. "They're coming," warned Officer Samantha Hayes, standing guard at the entrance. "Almost done," Ryan replied tensely. Clara took position beside Samantha, weapon ready, eyes focused. Moments later, alien soldiers stormed in, weapons blazing. Clara and her squad fought fiercely, holding their ground as Ryan finished placing the last explosive. "Commander, it's ready!" Ryan shouted over the battle. "Fall back to the shuttle," Clara ordered, quickly retreating. Her squad carefully covered each other, firing steadily as they moved. The alien soldiers pursued them aggressively, determined to prevent their escape. Clara's team fought bravely, steadily retreating toward their shuttle. They were exhausted but determined, refusing to surrender. Finally, the shuttle appeared ahead, their last hope for survival. They hurriedly boarded, quickly activating the engines. "Commander, we have a problem," shouted pilot Lucas Walker. "The docking clamps won't release." Clara's heart sank. She knew what needed to be done. "I'll handle it," Clara said firmly. "Prepare for immediate takeoff." Commander, no, protested Ryan. Let me go. That's an order, Clara insisted sharply, quickly stepping outside before he could argue further. Her decision was firm, made without hesitation. Clara rushed to the docking clamps, working quickly to manually release them. Alien soldiers approached, swiftly, firing desperately. Clara dodged several blasts, focused completely on her task. Almost there, Clara muttered, her hands moving urgently. Suddenly, a sharp pain shot through her shoulder. She gasped, stumbling slightly but quickly steadied herself. Ignoring the pain, she continued working furiously. With a final powerful effort, the clamps released. Go now! Clara shouted into her communicator, her voice clear and resolute. Commander! We're not leaving you, Ryan protested urgently. You must. Clara insisted strongly, eyes watering slightly, but voice unwavering. Earth depends on it. Ryan hesitated briefly, then complied reluctantly. The shuttle roared to life, pulling away. Swiftly, Clara watched with relief and pride, knowing her team would succeed. The alien soldiers closed in, surrounding her quickly. Clara stood tall, proud and defiant, accepting her fate without regret. For Earth, she whispered softly, activating the remote detonator. The explosions erupted spectacularly, instantly destroying the neural hub. The massive mothership shuddered violently, its systems failing rapidly. Alien soldiers stumbled, confused and powerless. From their shuttle, Clara's squad watched sadly as the mothership began breaking apart. Ryan fought back tears, his heart heavy with grief and respect. Commander Bennett gave her life for all of use, Ryan said softly, voice trembling slightly. We honor her sacrifice by making sure Earth survives. Back on Earth, Commander Alex Harris watched as reports of the successful destruction of the neural hub came in. He felt profound sadness for the loss of Commander Clara Bennett, yet immense gratitude and pride. She saved us all, Alex said quietly. To Olivia Grant, who stood beside him, Olivia nodded slowly, tears in her eyes. She will never be forgotten. With the neural hub destroyed, the alien fleet drifted helplessly, losing coordination. Earth's forces swiftly took advantage, disabling the remaining alien ships decisively. Humanity was finally regaining control, the tide turning dramatically in their favor. The cost had been immense, but thanks to the courage and sacrifice of heroes like Clara Bennett, Earth now had a fighting chance. Commander Harris knew they must remain vigilant, but today humanity stood strong and shown its unwavering spirit. Intelligence Officer Ethan Carter stood frozen for a moment as alien figures blocked their path back to the shuttle. His heart raced, but training quickly took over. He signaled his team silently, and they moved to take defensive positions. The aliens, tall and slender with bright eyes, advanced steadily toward Ethan and his team. Hold your fire, Ethan whispered, studying the aliens carefully. Only shoot if necessary. The aliens stopped suddenly, their heads tilting slightly. They seemed curious but cautious. Ethan realized they weren't immediately attacking. Perhaps they were unsure what the humans would do next. Move slowly toward the shuttle, Ethan instructed quietly. Keep calm and don't provoke them. His team followed his lead, backing slowly toward their shuttle, keeping their eyes on the aliens. Each step felt heavy, every second stretching into eternity. The aliens watched closely, their expressions unreadable. Ethan felt sweat trickle down his neck, the tension almost overwhelming. Suddenly, one alien raised its hand, emitting a strange humming sound. Ethan's team froze again, waiting anxiously. Another alien stepped forward, pointing at Ethan and gesturing toward the data device he held. They want the information, Ethan realized, gripping the device tightly. We can't let them take it. Quickly! Ethan signaled his team to prepare for a distraction. One of his teammates, Officer Maya Brooks, discreetly reached for a flash grenade. Ethan nodded slightly, readying himself. Now! Ethan shouted suddenly. Maya threw the grenade, creating a bright flash of light. The aliens shielded their eyes. Momentarily stunned, Ethan and his team sprinted toward the shuttle, adrenaline pushing them faster. Behind them, they heard the aliens recovering quickly, beginning to pursue. "Start the engines," Ethan yelled as they boarded the shuttle. "Pilot!" Jake Palmer rapidly activated the controls, the engines roaring to life. The shuttle trembled as it detached from the alien ship. Pulling away quickly, through the shuttle's windows, Ethan saw the alien figures watching them silently, no longer pursuing. Relief flooded through him, but he knew they were far from safe. The vital data in his hands was crucial to humanity's survival. Back on Earth, Commander Alex Harris waited anxiously for news from Ethan. The emergency command center buzzed with tension. Finally, Ethan's voice came through clearly. "Commander Harris, we're clear and heading back with critical data," Ethan reported, sounding exhausted but triumphant. "Excellent work, Ethan," Alex praised warmly. "We're ready for your arrival." Minutes later, Ethan's shuttle landed safely at the hidden mountain base. He quickly handed the data device to Olivia Grant, who immediately began analyzing it. "Commander, Ethan discovered the alien fleet depends entirely on a central neural hub," Olivia explained urgently. "If we destroy it, their entire fleet becomes powerless." Alex nodded, understanding immediately. "Where is this neural hub?" Olivia pointed to a holographic map showing a large mothership at the fleet center, right here. "It's heavily guarded and protected by advanced defenses." Alex considered quickly. "We need a special operations team to infiltrate that ship." "Who do you have in mind?" Olivia asked softly. Alex hesitated briefly, then spoke decisively. "Commander Clara Bennett and her elite squad. They're the best." Clara Bennett was quickly summoned to the command center. She arrived swiftly, her presence confident and commanding. "Commander Harris," Clara greeted respectfully. "Ready for orders. Your mission is dangerous but essential," Alex explained. "You must infiltrate the alien mothership, reach the neural hub, and destroy it." Clara listened carefully, her eyes serious but unwavering. "Understood, Commander." "My team won't fail. The fate of humanity rests with your success," Alex reminded gently. "We understand clearly," Clara replied firmly. Soon, Clara and her team prepared for their perilous mission, loading weapons and equipment carefully. Each member understood clearly the importance of their task. They boarded a stealth shuttle specially equipped to bypass alien detection systems. "Remember, stay quiet, stay hidden," Clara instructed her team calmly. "Our goal is simple but critical." The shuttle launched quietly, racing toward the massive alien mothership. They approached carefully, avoiding detection systems skillfully. The closer they came, the more imposing the mothership appeared. Claire felt tension tightening in her chest, knowing the immense danger awaiting them. "Stay focused," she reminded her team softly, her voice reassuring despite her own worries. The shuttle silently docked with the mothership, the team quietly boarding. The interior was dimly lit and strangely quiet. They moved cautiously, following the map Ethan had provided. As they neared the neural hub, alarms blared suddenly. The aliens had detected their presence. "Move quickly," Clara shouted, running toward the control room. Alien soldiers appeared from all sides, weapons raised. Clara's team fired back, fiercely battling their way forward, determined to complete their critical mission at all costs. The moment the EMP disabled the alien fleet, Commander Alex Harris ordered Earth forces to act swiftly. Pilot Emma Rogers sat in her cockpit, gripping her controls tightly, ready for action. Around her, dozens of Earth's fighter ships roared to life, preparing to launch a counterattack against the drifting alien ships. Emma checked her instruments, feeling both nervous and excited. This was the fight she had trained for, though she never expected to face an enemy from another world. Her squadron moved quickly, soaring out of Earth's atmosphere into the quiet, dark space where the enemy fleet lay frozen. "Stay focused," Emma said to her team through the radio. "This is our chance to make them regret attacking Earth." The pilots responded confidently, their voices firm and determined. Emma felt proud to lead such brave individuals. The fighter ships approached the alien vessels cautiously. The massive alien ships appeared lifeless, floating silently in space. Emma carefully guided her fighter close to one of them, examining its strange and sleek design. Despite its menacing appearance, the alien ship seemed completely powerless, unable to respond. "Target their weapon systems first," Emma ordered clearly. "We need to disable them completely." "Roger that," replied Lieutenant Jack Fields, one of her trusted teammates. His fighter moved smoothly toward the enemy ship, firing precise shots. Explosions erupted silently, tearing apart sections of the alien vessel. Other fighters followed his lead, carefully disabling weapons and engines, ensuring the enemy ships posed no further threat. Emma felt a surge of pride as she watched her team work efficiently, taking advantage of this unexpected opportunity. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Commander Alex Harris monitored the situation carefully. Reports from all sectors showed the counterattack was going well, but he knew their advantage was temporary. The EMP's effects would eventually wear off. "Olivia, how long before the alien ships regain power?" Alex asked urgently. "We have about an hour, maybe less," Olivia responded, watching her screen closely. "We must disable as many as we can quickly." "Understood," Alex replied, turning back to the screen showing the space battle. He felt tension building again. Every minute counted. Emma continued guiding her squadron, methodically neutralizing one enemy ship after another. Suddenly, her sensors flashed a warning. "Commander, we have movement," she reported urgently. "One of their ships is powering up again." "Disable it immediately," Alex ordered sharply. Emma nodded, quickly directing her fighter towards the reawakening ship. It began to move slowly, its weapons glowing faintly. Emma felt adrenaline rush through her body. She fired quickly, aiming directly at the glowing weapons. Her shot struck true, causing a large explosion. But to her surprise, the alien ship didn't fully stop. Instead, it turned slowly, targeting her fighter directly. "Evasive maneuvers," Emma shouted, quickly pulling her fighter away. Bright energy blasts shot past her, narrowly missing. She maneuvered sharply, dodging further attacks. Her squadron rallied around her, swiftly targeting the enemy ship, hitting it with relentless fire until it finally ceased moving entirely. "Good job, everyone," Emma said, breathing deeply. "But stay alert. More could wake up any time." Back on Earth, Alex and Olivia monitored the new data anxiously. They knew the alien technology was advanced and unpredictable. "We need more information about these ships," Alex decided quickly. "We must send a boarding team immediately." "Risky," Olivia agreed, "but it's necessary." Alex quickly summoned Intelligence Officer Ethan Carter, known for his courage and intelligence. Ethan listened closely to Alex's instructions, understanding clearly the danger and importance of his mission. "I'll lead the team personally," Ethan promised confidently. "We'll gather whatever information we can." Within minutes, Ethan and his team boarded a stealth shuttle, racing toward one of the disabled alien motherships. Emma and her squadron covered their approach, watching closely for any sign of danger. As Ethan's shuttle docked carefully with the alien vessel, his heart beat quickly. The team stepped onto the silent, dark alien ship. Strange symbols covered the walls, and eerie dim lights glowed faintly around them. "Stay alert," Ethan warned quietly. "We don't know what to expect." The team moved carefully, searching for the control room. They found a large chamber filled with alien technology, humming softly despite the EMP's effects. Ethan quickly started gathering data, downloading critical information into his device. "Commander Harris, we found something important," Ethan transmitted urgently. "The aliens depend on a central neural hub to control their ships. If we disable it, we can end this battle." "Understood," Alex replied, hope surging in his chest. "Get that information back here immediately." "We're on our way," Ethan assured, racing back toward the shuttle. But before they reached safety, alarms blared loudly, and alien figures appeared, blocking their escape. Ethan's team raised their weapons quickly, ready to fight for their lives and humanity's survival. Commander Alex Harris stood in the emergency command center beneath the Rocky Mountains, surrounded by scientists, technicians, and military strategists. The large screens around them showed live images of Earth's orbital battle, bright explosions. Highlighting humanity's desperate struggle, scientist Olivia Grant was busy coordinating the EMP satellite project. She called technicians and engineers over, giving quick, clear instructions. Her calm voice helped ease some of the panic, but everyone could feel the pressure mounting. "Captain Luke Bryant, we need you and your team ready immediately," Olivia instructed. Luke, a veteran pilot known for his bravery and quick thinking, nodded seriously. "Understood, Dr. Grant," Luke responded. "My team is ready to go at your command." The room was a flurry of action. Technicians loaded vital information onto data pads, and engineers checked equipment carefully. Every moment counted. Everyone knew the enemy fleet was quickly approaching, and Earth was running out of time. Olivia called Natalie Pierce, the chief engineer responsible for advanced cloaking technology. "Natalie, is the cloaking system fully operational?" Natalie adjusted her glasses nervously, but nodded firmly. "Yes, Olivia. We've tested it thoroughly. The stealth fleet should remain completely undetectable by the aliens." Olivia glanced back at Alex, who stood observing closely. He could see the worry in her eyes, yet he admired her determination. "Commander, the EMP satellites and the cloaking system are ready." Alex nodded approvingly. "Then proceed. Captain Bryant, take your fleet out quietly and quickly." "Understood," Luke replied, saluting sharply. He turned and rushed toward the launch bays. His team followed him without hesitation, each pilot focused and resolute. Alex moved closer to Olivia, his voice low but firm. "What's the estimated time for satellite deployment?" Olivia checked her screen carefully before responding. "Less than an hour, Commander." "It'll be close." "It has to be enough," Alex said, determination clear in his voice. "Every second counts." Luke Bryant and his team swiftly boarded their ships. Their mission required stealth and perfect timing. As Luke settled into his pilot seat, he glanced at his crew. Each face showed courage and determination, ready to face the unknown. He activated the ship's controls, feeling the gentle hum of the engines. "Activate cloaking devices," Luke ordered softly. Instantly, the fleet shimmered briefly, disappearing from sight and radar. They silently flew toward the hidden satellites positioned behind the moon. Each pilot understood the gravity of their mission. "Maintain strict radio silence," Luke instructed over internal comms. "We cannot risk detection." They approached the dark side of the moon swiftly, moving carefully to avoid detection by the alien ships. The lunar surface appeared calm and peaceful, unaware of the desperate battle raging nearby. Soon, Luke spotted the hidden satellites, neatly arranged and waiting. "Deploy satellite control systems," Luke commanded. Voice steady, the ships hovered carefully near the satellites, extending mechanical arms to activate control panels. It was a delicate process requiring precision and patience. Every pilot held their breath, carefully completing each step without error. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Alex Harris watched anxiously as the mission unfolded on the screens. Each minute felt endless, and the tension in the command center grew. Suddenly, an alarm rang out. "Commander, alien ships are accelerating," Jake reported urgently. "They've broken through our orbital defenses." Alex's jaw tightened. "Olivia, status update." Olivia looked at her data pad quickly, her expression grave. "Almost complete. The satellites will be operational any moment now." "We don't have any." "Extra seconds," Alex said, urgency clear in his tone. Back behind the moon, Luke heard his co-pilot confirm the final satellite was active. Relief flooded him briefly, but he quickly refocused. "Commander Harris," Luke transmitted quietly, breaking. Radio silence. All satellites activated and ready. Awaiting your command. Activate EMP immediately, Alex commanded without hesitation. Yes, sir, Luke responded, quickly inputting commands. The satellites began powering up, energy levels rising rapidly. On Earth, the screen showed the alien fleet nearly reaching Earth's orbit, their powerful ships preparing a final destructive assault. Now, Luke whispered, pressing the final activation switch. A bright pulse of energy burst from behind the moon. Invisible to human eyes, but devastatingly effective. The alien fleet immediately stopped, ships shuddering, drifting aimlessly, and losing power rapidly. Am successful, Luke confirmed, relief evident. Alex felt brief relief as cheers erupted around the command center. However, he quickly turned to his officers, knowing they could not rest yet. Prepare immediate countermeasures, Alex ordered firmly. Mobilize all defense fleets now. With renewed hope and resolve, Earth's forces moved swiftly into action, ready to reclaim their orbit and defend their home. The Earth Defense Command was quiet, monitors softly glowing and screens showing peaceful images of Earth's orbit. Commander Alex Harris sipped his coffee, looking at the endless space outside through large glass windows. He felt calm. There had been no real threats in years, only routine checks and practice drills. Yet, today felt different somehow. Suddenly, an alarm broke the peaceful silence. Bright red lights flashed, and loud warnings sounded throughout the control room. Alex jumped from his chair, his heart pounding. Technicians and officers scrambled to their stations, quickly tapping keys and reading data. What's happening? Alex shouted above the noise. Unknown fleet detected approaching Earth, sir. A technician named Jake replied urgently. They're moving incredibly fast. Alex's stomach tightened. Put them on the main screen now. The large display showed multiple glowing dots racing toward Earth, increasing in number with every second. Everyone stared silently, understanding the danger without needing words. Identify those ships, Alex ordered, his voice steady despite the growing tension. They're not responding to signals, Jake reported. They're definitely not ours or any known allies. Alex's mind raced. Contact the International Space Station and all orbital platforms. Alert every defense system and mobilize global forces. Within moments, images from the International Space Station appeared on the screens. Astronaut Lisa Monroe spoke urgently, her face pale. Commander Harris, these ships, they're massive. They're destroying communication satellites as they approach. Alex clenched his fists, understanding clearly what was happening. Activate Earth's orbital defenses. Warn all major cities. Evacuate wherever possible. The room buzzed with frantic activity. Officers relayed messages and updates flew across the screens. Reports began pouring in, satellites vanishing, stations going silent, and panic rising globally. Alex knew Earth's defenses were strong, but untested against a threat of this size. Minutes felt like hours. The alien ships closed rapidly, and soon, explosions lit up the screens as Earth's orbital defenses engaged. Brilliant flashes and silent, deadly bursts showed the intense fight, yet the alien fleet hardly slowed down. More alarming, Earth's defenses were failing one by one. Sir, we've lost Lunar Outpost 5, Jake announced. His voice trembled slightly. Alex took a deep breath, controlling his own fear. How soon until they reach Earth's orbit? Less than an hour, sir. We need immediate plans, Alex declared. Gather every available strategist and scientist to the Emergency Command Center. Quickly, Alex moved toward the exit, pausing to give final orders. Keep communication lines open. Inform the President and international leaders directly. We need everyone on the same page. He hurried to a secret elevator that dropped rapidly underground. Minutes later, he emerged in the Emergency Command Center beneath the Rocky Mountains. The vast underground room bustled with people urgently discussing solutions. Screens showed alien ships destroying space stations effortlessly. A sense of dread filled the air. Alex approached scientist Olivia Grant, who was analyzing data carefully. Olivia was calm, but her face showed deep concern. "Any ideas yet, Olivia?" Alex asked. "Their technology is far superior," she admitted, frowning. "Normal weapons won't work. We need something unconventional, something unexpected." Alex nodded, slowly, understanding clearly. "What do you have in mind?" "An electromagnetic pulse," Olivia suggested, her eyes brightening with determination. "If we generate a massive EMP from behind the moon, we could disable their ships temporarily." Alex considered her idea quickly. "Do we have the means?" "Yes," Olivia confirmed confidently. "There are experimental satellites hidden behind the moon. They were built for just this type of emergency." "Risky," Alex said quietly, looking at the images of destruction unfolding above Earth. "But it might buy U.S. precious time." President Nathan Cole appeared on one of the screens. His face was grim and resolute. "Commander Harris, do you believe this plan can work?" Alex straightened, meeting the president's gaze firmly. "Yes, Mr. President. It's our best chance." "Then do it," President Cole ordered. "You have full authorization. Humanity is counting on you." The president's image faded, leaving Alex with heavy responsibility. He turned decisively to Olivia. "Prepare everything immediately. We launch as soon as possible." "Understood," Olivia said and rushed off, shouting orders to her team. Commander Alex Harris stood silently for a moment, watching Earth's desperate defense continue to weaken. He knew they had only one chance. The hope of humanity rested on this daring plan. With determination burning within him, he moved forward, ready to face whatever came next.